the back-to-back MVP to get to level 40, where there is a big reward waiting for you. It's our 2K23 cover athlete, Devin Booker. Now, if you've already played with his Ruby and Sapphire card, just wait till you see what his Pink Diamond can do.
Pink Diamonds are great, but I like Dark Matter cards more. And in Season 2, they're making their 2K23 debut.
That's right, Sasha. I hope you've been completing your trophy case collections because you'll be able to complete.
Still very early in the season here, but teams, Greg, beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the younger.
And the Bulls making a change here. Drew's checked in.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-around.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Maxey out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Here's Drew. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Dishes it to Vucevic. Banked in off the glass.
Good instincts from Nikola, finding the open man.
And it's Harden with the ball for Philadelphia. Passes to Harris. Here's Maxey. Beyond the arc. The 76ers again can't hit it. We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What's the news, David?
Well, Kevin, look, he thinks their long-range shooting can make all the difference. Not taking anything away from the defense they're going up against. But he did say he'd be surprised if his guys didn't shoot a high percentage from outside. Pretty confident coach, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Hart still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Harris. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
First personal foul. An all-around handful to deal with. Tobias with the strong move for the potential +1.
And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
Here's Drew. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Nice effort by Harris. Attacking, being aggressive around the rim.
Levine finds DeRozan. Here's Drew, guarded by Harden. 13 feet away. Drew misses. The 76ers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Harden gets the bucket.
That's a nice play. Harden sure knows how to use that body and length inside.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The shot, no good. Nice D from Levine. Green inside. He's against Tucker. Drew misses.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And one thing you can say with MP, Greg, and if he belongs on an NBA floor, he certainly passes the eye test.
And that's always how MP has been as a player. The raw numbers don't jump out at you, but you can see his impact on the floor.
Will it go? And Green with the lay-in.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they...
Substitution on the court.
"11 feet away. That one, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the defensive tandem of Thibault and Tucker are the forwards. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running. Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And Greg, we know at Washington, Thibault was the College Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 3.5 steals. And over 2 blocks a game.
And per minute, not far off that pace in the pros. His opponent field goal percent. Last season, good for second best.
For the Bulls. Substitution.
So it's Philadelphia ahead by
the end of the first half with the score, the Bulls 53, the 76ers 62.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Making some changes. Drew's checked in for Zach LaVine, and it's Dosunmu in for Alex Caruso. Then for the 76ers, Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Shake Milton in for James Harden. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you, that could bother you at times. You really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
DeRozan out there with Green, and it's Vucevic, then it's Drew, and it's Dosunmu in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Drummond passes to Drew. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And defensively, Chicago's so solid. Steve, they don't gamble a lot. They just get the job done.
Kevin, they do. Well, how they get it done, they rely on their intelligence. Good communication at that end. Could they be more disruptive? Maybe, but they play to their identity. This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Vucevic against Harris. PAT that time from Vucevic.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Harris kicks to Thibault. Back to Harris. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
Some changes for Chicago. Williams comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Kobe White in for Javonte Green. Here's Milton. Sinks the triple.
Shake Milton.
Milton's got 5 points so far.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Pass to Dosunmu. The dish to Drummond. Here's Drew. Second chance shot. And Drummond throws it down.
A man among boys on the offensive glass. Andre Drummond picks up a lot of extra points this way.
Feeds it to Harris. And stolen by Drummond. Outside Williams. Now the pass to Dosunmu. White bounce pass. 14 feet away. And that one goes long.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Thibault with the ball. White's there. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on.
Substitution.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 8. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight.
Make him foul you to stop you. DeRozan with the strength and vertical ability doing damage inside.
He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
So on the floor for Philadelphia. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Maxey out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3. Chicago's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on 3. Drew tipped away and stolen by Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Now here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. Shoots from 14. Harris misses.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Outstanding read by Ball. Sizes up the situation and hits the biggest shot of the night.
And that one's good. Maxey.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
Third personal foul.
It's the first, and that trims the lead to 6.
At the line for Chicago.
And so he hits both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Harden finds Tucker. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Lonzo Ball. 5th personal foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey.
And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Pass to Drew. Over Maxey. And again, no good by Chicago.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
At the line for the 76ers.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
And here is Milton. So the 76ers win.